Welcome back to The Lead, the politics lead now. President Obama blared the horn of American exceptionalism last night, saying the world looks to the United States to lead fights against ISIS and al-Qaeda. But many Americans think the globe should start turning elsewhere. In fresh polling out just this hour, 58% of the American people say no, it is not the United States' job to solve world crisis after crisis. Here now with more on these numbers released just moments ago, CNN chief national correspondent John King. John, there's a whole slew of information about ISIS, how Americans feel about the president's foreign policy. What do you think is the most important poll number in this listing?
I would say 73, followed closely by 45. 73, Jake, is because 73% of the American people, when do we get nearly three-quarters of the country supporting something? Look right there. They favor these airstrikes right now. The president has the support of nearly three-quarters of the country as he launches this bombing campaign in Iraq and in Syria. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite that support, only 45% say they support the president's handling of ISIS. So there are still some doubts about his crisis management, and some of it is doubts about whether they want the United States involved in another military intervention. Look at this, 49% disapprove of his handling of ISIS. So 73% approve of what he's doing right now, yet there's still some doubts about the overall policy and strategy. And I think that reflects the Iraq, the Afghanistan legacy, as well as personal doubts about the president. We asked the American people in our poll, do you describe yourself as a hawk or a dove? 45% describe themselves as a hawk, 50% as a dove. No surprise, Republicans are more likely to call themselves hawk, Democrats more doves. How would they describe the president? 29% describe the president as a hawk, 65%, nearly two-thirds, as a dove. And then to the number you just mentioned, this is the Iraq, Afghanistan legacy and the hangover. 39%, so 4 in 10 Americans say yes, America should take the lead, but 6 in 10 Americans saying no right now. That's a reflection of, number one, we don't want boots on the ground. Number two, where are the other allies in this effort? And three, a bit of doubts about this president.
A dove. They think he's a dove.
They think he's a dove.
He has bombed 7 countries. George W. Bush only had 4. He's a piker compared to George W. Bush. John King, thank you so much.